So here's a little bit of a overview of how we run ads for myself at Affiliate Media and how we run ads for clients. So generally we bring them down a funnel of building trust, awareness, and then the final call to action, which is products. So this is our bottom of funnel. And then if we go further back in this, you can see that we have we have the top, middle, and bottom. So the consumer will come through those tiers, and then at the final bottom will give you a result of them finally a call to action. It could be click to website, fill out a form, you could be having an event, a campaign. Really strong way to keep your costings down. So as you can see, I'm only running it at $45 per day, and this makes my leads quite cheap, and I'm spending only 28 to get a lead, which is very, very cheap on Meta. Some people will pay up to 75 to 100. Very strategic, very powerful if you get the right content in the funnel and the right messaging across. Ultimately, you're trying to bring people down the funnel and having no friction points to finally seeing the CTA, which is driving them to your website. When driving them to your website, the best thing about social media, to give you a bit of an understanding, you have the option to put pixels. Pixels are great from Meta into websites. You can set them up and it tracks. So whoever goes to your website will re-see all your ads at any point in time that Meta reproduces it to them. What this actually does is, so it doesn't matter what part they are in the funnel and they eventually go to a website, you've tracked that and it'll populate back to them seeing your ad. Once they come through your website, there's a couple of things you can do. You can run a complete CRM system. This CRM system will tell you their ad, or where they are, if they've purchased, if they've filled out a form on your website. Once they've filled out a form on your website, you can then grab their data, which is really, really powerful, because then you can go into your marketing and automation in this. And what this does is you can basically come up with email campaigns, you can repopulate them however you like, you can email blast, you can do a lot of things in this platform. Another little trick that I'll give away to you is you can actually view every single ad that is getting played under your brand name, which is great. As I can see, the overseas team here is running very campaign-driven ads, which would probably not be doing any results and just giving away codes. So when you look at this as a consumer, you know it's instantly a sale and builds nothing for you. When you go further down, the Australian team is doing a lot better. You've got some user-generated content here, and you've got some trust building and brand awareness, which would speak volumes because it doesn't come across salesy and it just comes across natural in the feed. When you click onto this, you also have the opportunity to learn a little bit more. This ad might be new, so it can't give me as much data. But when you look up at your overseas team, you can see that who the advertiser is and all the locations. This ad, I know, would not be performing well, just looking at how many locations have been selected, as the budget for this would be so thin regardless how much you put into it, and it'd be a very expensive campaign to run. And there's a few running here. You've got 3, 6, 9, almost 12 ads. But yeah, so that's pretty much how we do our ads for ourselves, our clients. We wouldn't do a client that we wouldn't do it for ourselves, and it's all about understanding that data and information. It's really, really important when you look at your Meta. It's built from the website backwards. You have to reverse engineer it. You can't do it going, oh, we will make an ad campaign and then go forward. You need to go backwards and work out the layers of sales, which is that trust, which is that community, which is ultimately making sure that the ad you build ticks all those boxes. Hopefully this helps.